everyone, welcome back to another reading. I am Muskan, and in today's reading, we are going to see what's going to happen in your life in July 2023. We are going to see what's going to happen in different areas of your life, and then we will also see any additional messages that your higher self wants you to know about the coming month. So, for today's reading, we have three cards for you to choose from: number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I will be showing you each pile up and close one by one, and you can be drawn to the artwork, the number, or the words on the cards, and that will help you choose what is calling out to you the most, and then that will be your reading. So now I will be showing you each card up and close one by one. The card for pile number 1 is this, number 7, and it says triumph. The card for pile number 2 is this, number 8, and it says positive movement forward. The card for pile number 3 is this, with the number 7, and it says crown chakra. So these are the three options for you to choose from, and just like always, pick out the one that's calling out to you the most, and I will also put down the timestamps for each pile in the description box below to make it easier for you to listen to your reading. And now I will start channeling the messages beginning from pile number 1. Hello pile number 1. So if you guys were drawn to the first card, triumph, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to see what's going to happen in your life in the month of July 2023. We will take a look at different areas of your life and any other additional messages from your higher self to make the most out of this month. So as you can see, we have multiple cards for you to begin your reading, to just see what's going to be the overall energies or the main theme for the coming month. So let's just dive right into your reading and take a look at your main theme. So this is the card that you were drawn to, triumph. For your astrology card, we have 6th house, and then we have beauty, to appreciate and to be surrounded by things that have qualities such as shape, color, or form that please my aesthetic senses, especially my sight. Pile number 1, the first message that I'm receiving for you guys is that in the coming month, you guys are going to experience many victories and success. And I'm also seeing you moving forward as your unapologetic, and empowered self. I see you overcoming obstacles and just this energy that you will just keep going. You will keep going and not backing down, irrespective of what your mind says or what the outside world says. Whatever is going on outside of you doesn't matter anymore, because you are going to be so unstoppable this month, because you are finally following what feels right to you, what feels true to you, what feels like your most authentic and empowering self. The triumph is also bringing out, like, if you have experienced any obstacles or challenges, only when there are challenges we can triumph over them. So I feel like in the coming month you guys are really going to be surprised at overcoming things quickly, and this is because you are being your most empowered self, you are being your most authentic self. And I also see you guys like being this courageous self. I love the picture of this card because it really reminds me of the Chariot card in tarot, and it just feels like you guys are moving forward in your life in a huge way. You are moving forward. I love how this person's hair are like in the air. That gives me the vibe of forward momentum, winds of change, and this red flag is obviously a symbolic of courage, of passion. The sixth house, along with this beauty card, is bringing out the message of self-care. Be mindful of how you are treating your body this month, how you are practicing self-care, you are eating foods that are nourishing you, you are doing things daily that nourish you mentally and emotionally. And I love how well it ties down with this triumph, because when we practice things in our daily life that actually nourish us, that keep us grounded, that strengthen us, we can actually overcome so many things in our life. When in fact, when we are not following a proper self-care routine, then it becomes more difficult, because our bodies are not nourished, our bodies are not feeling loved and appreciated, and we don't have the energy to do the things that we really want to do, to overcome the things and to be on top of them instead of being under them. So pay attention to practicing more self-care, loving yourself, being mindful of your health, and also just thinking deeply into what practices make you feel the most energized and most grounded and keep you aligned with your spirit. For example, if you wake up right up in the morning and you give your energy to watching a screen, a phone for hours, that's going to drain your energy right after you wake up. But if you wake up and you go for a walk or you do sunbathing, then that will really recharge you, rejuvenate you, and then you can be this energetic self, ready to accomplish things, ready to fulfill your goals, or just remembering that you are on top of the obstacles and not under them. The beauty card also is bringing out the message of appreciating the simple, practical things. For example, eating nourishing foods and appreciating that. And we do have the message of especially my sight, aesthetic senses, surrounding yourself with colors that soothe you, wearing things that make you feel loved and comfortable. It's just this message around comfort and safety and allowing yourself to be present and enjoying the little things in your life, and finding the beauty in them, that is going to really be your secret ingredient to being your empowered self this month. That's really coming through. And we do have the message of surrounded by things that have qualities. So you guys need to know that you deserve the things that are luxurious as well as practical. If any part of you feels like, or if any one of you have been conditioned with the fact that you just have to be okay with the bare minimum, you can't have preferences, and that is wrong, then that is not true at all. You guys deserve the best things. It's okay to have preferences, and it's okay to have certain things selected out and paying attention to what really you love, what really makes you feel and enjoy the beauty of life, what really makes you feel luxurious, what really makes your senses come alive. There is nothing wrong with it. You deserve it. And as you open yourself to this abundance, it's going to push you in the forward direction. And I love how we have the number 7 here, because July is the 7th month of the year, and we also have the 6th house. So the 6th and the 7th of July could be a significant date for you guys, as you focus on enhancing your inner beauty by practicing things that feed your soul and your body. You will shine from inside out. So now let's take a look at different areas of your life We will start with love and relationships, and then your work or finances, and then we will move to spiritual journey of yours. So for different areas of your life, we have oracle cards with tarot card as their clarifier, and also we have tea leaf fortune cards today. So let's begin by taking a look at your love life in the month of July 2023. And for this we have world number 36. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And to clarify this, we have 5 of swords, and also with love. I feel that this month you are really going to get over any kind of hurts, falling outs, or disagreements, or past relationships that may have hurt you. Maybe in the past month or few weeks or days, you guys may have felt disappointed in any kind of way, or if you feel any of those energies moving forward, then the message is that you are going to get over it. Not just that, I'm also receiving the message that if old relationships are not working, they are falling apart, then it's time for you to let that go and open yourself to the new. Open yourself to the wide world of possibilities where there are so many different kinds of people all over the world. And the message I'm receiving is that, have you heard of that quote that says there are 7 billion or 8 billion people in the world and I choose you? Yeah, so the message is to not fixate on one or two people and how the connection didn't work out or is not going so well with those people specifically, but open yourself to other people in your life or to the potential friendships and relationships that may come your way. Another message that's coming through is, if there are certain dynamics in a relationship, a friendship that is not working out, then find new ways to either improve or select which relationships are actually working and improve your ways of communication. Find new strategies to connect better with the other person, letting go of old belief systems or old patterns. With this 5 of swords, I don't know why I'm kind of seeing like a group of people, maybe a group of friends, and then there's like a falling out that happens, and then you don't choose to be with the entire group but only with a certain few select people in that group that you are clear upon now that actually they hold your best interest and not everyone. That's a very specific message. Yeah, but I love how many hearts there are on this card or in this card. You guys could really be going through a lot of healing, transformation in this area of your life in the coming month. My attention is going to this cross in the middle of the card, and we also have a star. So this kind of brings out the message of your love health. It's like your heart health. Focus on the health of your heart this month. And this card is so beautiful. It has so many flowers and hearts in it. I think that you guys really need to love yourself more, and I know that sounds cliche, but there is something about the coming month where you should focus more on the health of your heart. And this could be about realizing that you need to let go certain belief systems, you need to let go certain patterns, you need to let go certain people that you may hang out with or that were there in your life. And I can't help but notice how this card has a division on it. It's like on this area there's a dark energy and there are hearts, but also on this side there are hearts. So this makes me think of like coming out of old connections or old ways of being in relationships and then opening yourself to multiple possibilities. There are so many hearts. It's like there are so many hearts or people or beings out there who will love you, who will value the person that you are. Yeah, so really focus on loving yourself and keeping your heart in check. Keeping your heart in check this month. And also be aware of absorbing other people's emotional baggage, because I do see like 5 daggers in the one heart, and it feels like there's a group and there's just this connection where if one person feels certain way, other people absorb it too. And if you look at it in a conscious way, we are connected to each other and we should be caring for each other. But I think that that can very easily turn toxic if it's affecting your mental and emotional health, and you are not being fed in the way that you want to. Your relationships should feed you and uplift you. And when people are conscious, they will choose to carry their own emotional baggage and process it instead of just putting it on you all the time. And this love card also makes me think of like the seventh house in astrology, and we do have the number 7 here, which is all about relationships, partnerships, friendships. Yeah, so this could be something that you are triumphing over. I see for some of you taking upon your own journey, walking your own path, and moving away from certain people in your life. So now let's take a look at your work and finances area. And we have fire with the number 10. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. To clarify this, we have the Knight of Cups. And then we have wine. Seek out information that will help you. So for your work and finances area, I'm receiving that you guys would need to be more emotionally stable and balanced, and be aware of triggering situations or lashing out or just showing your emotions out of reactivity, and really being present when you feel triggered or you feel uncomfortable in any form. There's a specific message coming through. For example, there's someone who just received a promotion or they achieved some kind of goal and they are moving forward, they're climbing up the ladder of success. But there are some people who maybe talk behind their back, or they leave out a negative comment, or just there is something that's triggering you or may trigger you. And I think that your higher self really wants you to know that do not react, do not give into the temptation of losing your temper in such situations. In fact, you need to embrace and start to refocus your energy on the success that you may experience, that the promotion that you have just received. Focus on that, focus on how far you have come, focus on having accomplished that goal or completing that project, and how difficult or how efforting it was for you to be and reach up the point that you are right now on your journey. Do not give into reactivity, do not give into the illusions of other people. The Knight of Cups is Piscean energy, which can talk about your dreams and your emotions and your visions, but it can also talk about like losing yourself in thought or being in some kind of an illusion. So do not allow the thoughts, opinions, actions, words, anything from other people, and practice strong boundaries. This huge cup kind of feels like a trophy, and that's just a metaphor for accomplishments or any kind of achievement that you may experience this month. And I love how there's this beautiful unicorn Yeah, I'm also hearing the words spiraling into overthinking or spiraling into a particular thought. Yeah, so be aware of this energy this month. If there is any kind of confusion that you may experience, any kind of unclarity that you may experience, then we have the wine here that says seek out information that will help you. And I don't know why, but this also feels to me like you guys seeking out information that will really help you stay calm, or that will really help you achieve your goals and focus on what matters even more. For example, going back to the example of someone receiving a promotion and then they need to focus on their achievement and not what other people are saying. Some people may say they didn't deserve it, or they are this, they are that, and that's just because people are jealous sometimes. And seek out information that will help you. How can you enjoy this new position that you have? So this could apply to various areas of your life. This is just an example that I'm using. You received a promotion now, focusing your energy on that new responsibility that you have. How can you dive into more ways in which you can prepare yourself for that responsibility? You can take upon more, and you can do it in a mature, stable way where you can keep climbing up the ladder. And the number 10 is also the 10th house, which is all about your career and your work, and the 6th house is also about your work. So I think that you guys are really being encouraged to not allow your emotions, your doubts to hinder you or to stop you from taking an action moving forward. Do it. Get focused. Get back on track. Take practical actions to making your dreams your reality. And when you seek out more information, this talks about also how you can find new ways in which you can, the ideas that you have, you can actually ground them in the practical physical form, and not just keep it in your head and going in this loop where you don't know. So now let's take a look at your spiritual journey. And for this we have judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. And to clarify this, we have the sun. Wow. And then we have and work, achievement, success. Wow, your work, I feel, is going to play a huge role this month. Like your career is going to be in some sort of a focus this month. You guys are being encouraged by your higher self this month to do some kind of a research, like this open book with this judgment is obviously talking about soul searching, going within yourself and connecting with your soul, but it's also bringing out you guys actually reading out paperwork, finding new knowledge, new information from different books, different resources, different articles, different studies, and that actually helps you to show up in a new way in your career. And because of that, you get an upper hand in your work and your career because you're more informed than other people. Some of you guys may also be like writers or have something to do with writing or some kind of a paperwork, and I think that being more informed, learning new things could really help you. And this is also about paying attention to the detail. For example, you are signing some kind of a contract or you are filling a form, those kinds of things. Pay attention to it and gather more information if there is some kind of confusion. But yeah, seek out more information that will help you instead of just winging things or just operating with the little information or the already accumulated information that you may have. This Sun and the Triumph card really go well together, and I feel like you guys are really going to shine this month. All you have to do is allow yourself to do it. My attention is going to this little butterfly or this little creature, butterfly creature here, and we also have an ant here. So this is bringing out the message of thinking that you are small, but you actually make a huge difference. It's like someone who may think that they are just one person, one little person, they're not that big of a deal, but actually they are a milestone and hold so much gold within them that when they actually start realizing it and owning it, they shine like the sun. They shine bright like the sun, like an ant. Looks really, really small to us from the human perspective. But if you look at the work of an ant, it's really intricate. It's like the ant carries things with such a little size, and they are such good collaborators. They send each other signals, they communicate through their antennas and send signals to each other through the body. And their work is very much, they are very much adaptable. Like if you put a stone in front of an ant, it will just walk over the stone and keep doing what it's doing. That's the energy that you are being called to embody, being this ant that just keeps going. There's something about the effortless movement. There's something about you guys not stopping in your life. There's something about you guys working like an unstoppable force day and night. And just, I think that this is really a huge encouragement for those of you who chose this pile to really put in the hours to fulfill your dreams and not allow any emotional stress from other people to hinder your progress or to bring you down. Important dates this month for you could be, we already discussed the 7th and the 6th of July, and we also have the 10th, 14th, and the 19th of July could also be significant dates for you. You guys are being asked to collaborate with your spirit this month. You know how we talk about collaboration with other people, like how we can connect with them and then that will help us succeed. I think that soul searching, collaborating with your spirit, your guides, your higher self, and doing the work or being with yourself and finding solutions in that space is really going to help you stand out in a huge way. I don't know why, but I really see you guys standing out from other people this month. Like this butterfly creature is very unique, very, very unique, and she's standing out in this garden, and there's this person holding this huge cup in their hand, and they are also kind of very much similar imagery, sitting on a horse or on a unicorn and moving forward. I think if I were to sum up your reading in one word or two words, it would be to keep going. At the back of your astrology deck, we have the first quarter, and the first quarter, oh my god, and then we have the Hygeia. Hygeia is all about, oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna consider this Hygeia and the Virgo. I think they are really wanting to come out. And the 7th house, oh my god, we were just talking about the 7th house. Although I will keep this aside because we already talked about it. Yeah, but I think, so let's begin with the Hygeia and the Virgo. Both of these talk about cleaning your internal system and your outside system, your health, your body, your surroundings. I will just keep these cards together because they go so well. I think that this month is really going to be a month of purification for you guys, purifying your body, decluttering your surroundings, your relationships, and also your work area, getting more organized, more systematic. And the first quarter moon actually talks about initiation. It's about not giving up. It's about you have an idea and you actually you actually put it into action. You follow through with it. So this month is going to be all about decluttering, purifying your life, and then following through with what you know you need to do, what really matters to you. Your 6th and the 7th house is going to be in the main theme for this month. And at the back of the tarot deck, we have the world. I love how we have the world here because it's bringing out the message of not giving up until a project is finished or a goal is finished or you have come full circle. And also I can interpret this in a way where you are not giving up and just taking impulsive decisions, and you're actually following through with gathering complete information about a certain specific situation. Yeah, and the world, I love how we have the world and the sun both together because both of these talk about abundance, manifestation, things coming to fruition, you harvesting the rewards of what you have sown. This is beautiful. And the tortoise on this card makes me think of how the slow and steady wins the race. You're putting in the work, you're following through, you are working in silence, you just keep going, the struggles that no one else sees, but you just keep going through them, and then you manifest this beautiful and abundant life for yourself. The moon will actually be in the sign of Virgo on dates 20, 21, 22, and 23rd of July. So these could be significant dates for you. But overall, I really feel that you guys are going to succeed once you put your mind into something, once you put your heart into something, and you really believe in yourself. This month is going to be a huge month to believe in yourself, to actually show confidence in yourself, irrespective of what happens in the outside reality. So I'm so happy and excited for all the amazingness and the self-confidence coming your way this month that you are being called to embody by your higher self. So group number 1, these are all the messages that I have for you today. If you like this reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and let me know in the comment section how you feel. And I'm sending you lots of love and energy and support for the coming month. And you can also support me through the link in the description box below if this reading helped you in any way. And I hope that you guys stay blessed. I will see you in the next video. Hello, pile number 2. If you guys were drawn to the second card, then this is going to be your reading for the month of July 2023. We are going to see what's going to happen in different areas of your life, such as love and relationships, work and finances, and your spiritual journey. And we will also see what additional messages your higher self wants you to know about the coming month. So let's just dive right into your reading. So to begin off your reading, we have certain cards for depicting the main energy or the main theme for you this month. Let's take a look at them. So we have 8, positive movement forward, and this is also the card that you were drawn to. And for your astrology card, we have Capricorn, and then we have simplicity, to live simply in a state of and with things of minimal complexity, extravagance, luxury, or complication. I like when things are easy, plain, and natural. Wow, this is a very beautiful message. Pile number 2, the first message that I am receiving for you guys is that your higher self wants you to know that you are heading somewhere great. They want to give you this encouragement that you guys are moving towards a brighter future, and you're going to start experiencing and seeing the glimpses of it in the coming month of July. And I'm also seeing that your higher self really wants to prove your doubts wrong. They want you to know that your doubts are not right, your insecurities are not accurate. In fact, you are actually heading somewhere great. Good things are going to happen. I'm also hearing like your higher self wanting you to focus on the best case scenarios in your life. This person with a ship heading towards the sun makes me think of someone who is coming out of a uncertain or maybe not so content chapter of their life, and they are actually moving towards the better things. And the fact that this ship is actually going into the direction of the sun makes me think of following your joy, following the optimism, following the light, which means that you are following the right direction. And the way to interpret that could be you are being guided by your higher self, or you're guided by your spirit. And also, when there are certain things in your life that spark joy, that feel hopeful to you, but sometimes your ego tries to intermingle with that intuitive knowing that you have, that there is potential or hope or optimism in a certain direction of your life. There's warmth, there's happiness waiting for you there, but your higher self kinds of keeps pointing you in that direction, but your ego tries to intermingle with that intuitive knowing. And this month you are being encouraged and you will be facing the sun. And I'm also hearing the words clarity. You will receive more clarity about your future. You will start to see glimpses of your future self. You will feel more hopeful, more bright, maybe even more energetic in your life. And with this Capricorn here, I really see you guys reaping the rewards of projects or experiences that you have put energy into. For example, you put effort into a certain direction of your life, or there's an area of your life where you feel like you're not enough. So this is about you feeling purposeful once again, you believing in yourself, and you actually following the direction that your future self will thank you for. And with this simplicity here, I love this card because this person is on a small boat which has a huge, I don't know what it's called, but this thing is really huge. And this kind of makes me feel like this thing is actually a intention. It's an intention because it's so much bigger than the tiny boat itself, so you're not carrying too much with you in this new bright future of yours, but the energy and the intention is doubled more positive, and it's that amplified energy of positivity that will lead you to your future self faster and more effortless manner. And it's because you are no longer carrying the things with you mentally, emotionally, physically. Like there's so much distraction these days. You just open an app, there are 10 more things that will start to bombard you, or there are just so many distractions these days. There's such it has become so easy to complicate your life these days. It's such an easy job, and to simplify your life is actually not that easy these days, because to simplify your life you actually have to think about what truly matters to you, and then watching and observing your ego that wants to attach to other things that don't really matter, that will just give you an ego boost. Letting those things go by realizing that if you want to go forward, ahead, long distance in life, you want to expand, you need to make room for it. and you need to pluck out the things mentally, emotionally, physically. You need to let go of the things and stop feeding your energy into things that are only going to make your life more muddled and complicated, and take your focus off of things that you actually want to do, or that actually require your energy, that will actually feed into a hopeful and brighter future for yourself. And I'm also receiving a very specific message about your work or your purpose area, where if you start putting energy into this area of your life, or in any way that you're putting energy into it, don't try to achieve perfectionism. Opt for less is more. Do things by prioritizing what's the most important, and then letting go of the things, ideas, or the things that you can just accumulate and add more to what you are doing, but they will only make it more complex. I think that the secret to your success is going to be less is more, because it's draining to have so much complexity in your life. When things are easy and plain and simple, it gives you so much energy to actually focus on and do and put your energy into, because if things are complicated, your energy starts to get drained and distracted, and it's just too much. You feel overwhelmed. But when things are simple, your focus is clear. So pay attention to it this month. And we also have a full moon in Capricorn coming up in the month of July. So the moon will be in the sign of Capricorn on 3rd and 4th of July, and also the 31st of July. So these could be significant dates for you guys this month. So now let's take a look at different areas of your life. So we have different oracle cards and tarot cards for your different areas, and we will take a look at these areas of your life one by one. Let's take a look at your love and relationships this month. And for this we have 21 moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. And to clarify this, we have the 4 of swords. And then we have man, dealings or relationships with a man. For this area of your life this month, I'm receiving the message that trust your intuition when it comes to relationships and friendships. And that kind of sounds cliche, but this month trust it more. I feel that your intuition is going to be heightened and more accurate than you think this month about certain connections or relationships area. It's like you get a green flag about someone trusted. You get a knowing that you should not connect with someone trusted. Do not doubt your intuition. I feel like your intuition is going to be really spot on. And by the way, the month of July is the Cancer season, so the Cancer is ruled by the moon. So that makes quite sense, because this is a very feminine, intuitive, empathetic, nurturing, psychic energy. So trust your psychic abilities this month. And the number 21 sums down to the number 3, which is also like when we will have a full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd of July. So this could be a significant time where you receive certain downloads, or you receive clarity about certain connections. And I'm also seeing you guys connecting a lot with the nature. These bears hidden in disguise in the nature make me think of you practicing self-care, connecting with your intuition, meditating, resting, relaxing, and actually connecting with the natural world. I love how we have the night theme in both these cards. Here also there's a night sky and the moon, and here also there is night. You could also be receiving visions or dreams during the night time, or your guides could communicate with you and send you clear messages during the night time. But yeah, I'm receiving that you guys connecting with nature, resting, relaxing, prioritizing yourself is actually going to really heighten your intuition. And I'm also receiving a very specific message for someone that do not stress out about the connections that you know are not for you. Sometimes when certain connections are not for us, we can doubt them because of the response we receive from the outside world or from those people. But I see you here letting it all go and knowing what's true for you because your higher self has already told you what's the right way. You've already received a clear message. You are already clear on what's right for you, on what you want, or what's the right way. Now don't doubt it. Spend more time with the natural world, spending time in nature, trees, plants, birds, and that is really going to rejuvenate you. It's also going to heal you. And you know what? That makes me think of how when you are in nature, you feel so relaxed, you feel so recharged, and especially during the night when there's no noise and it's more silent. I think that your higher self wants you to know that when you spend time alone in solitude, that energy, that feminine energy that soothes you, that calms you, that is the kind of energy that you deserve to experience in relationships, where you feel calm and you feel composed, not where your nervous system is unbalanced and overstimulated and you feel anxious and you don't know what to do, you can't think clearly. Yeah, I think that you guys should really take a step back, reconnect with yourself, and focus more on feeling calm and safe within yourself. And I love how well this goes with the main theme of simplicity here, because the best connections or relationships in our life are where there is not so much confusion around it, because our nervous system feels so relaxed around those people. They are good intentional people. They have our best interests and we can feel it when we are around them. There is not so much to say. I'm also receiving you just sitting silently with someone and enjoying comfortable silence. That's like a green flag that is a healthy and conscious connection for you guys that your higher self agrees with. This man dealings or relationship with a man is pretty self-explanatory. A certain specific male figure could be significant for you this month. This could also talk about this person. There are two ways I can interpret this. One way, either you are a man and you are receiving this energy. Another is this is the person who you feel safe with. And one more way is that this is the person that you should not have doubts about. If you don't feel safe with them, peacefully let them go. There's a very clear energy in your reading here that your higher self doesn't want you to waste your time anymore, waste your mental energy anymore trying to put energy into things or think too much about or accumulate things or relationships or people or ideas that just drain you. You moving forward, very less things are going to make their way into your future. Very less things. They will make you feel more content and joyful and blissful from within. And it will all be organic. Best relationships are organic, not where we feel like we have tried everything and it's not working out. So now let's take a look at your work and finances this month. And for this we have 23, Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transformation. And to clarify this, we have the Three of Pentacles. And then we have Broken Ring, parting of ways in either romance or business. The first message that I'm receiving for this area of your life is you guys may be switching up how you follow your purpose or how you work. And I think that you guys will be focusing on more of following your intuition when it comes to shining your light. I love how we have these three tortoises on the head of this person, and we have these eggs here. You guys are really being encouraged to march at the beat of your own drum when it comes to how you follow your purpose or you show up in the work area of your life. With this broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business is bringing out the message of, again, simplicity. If you follow someone and their ways, then that could be changing in the coming month, where you start following your own way of doing things, and that's how you shine. This person is not looking at other people, they are looking within themselves. Their eyes are pretty much closed, they are looking downwards, and they are actually, what it feels like, they are energizing these eggs, which could be your creation or your energy that you put into following your purpose. They are actually, it looks like they are extracting all this energy from their crown chakra and they are directing it towards these eggs. So it very much feels like you guys will be very much doing things how you want to do them instead of how other people may be doing them. Maybe someone who is a potential competitor of yours, or someone who you take advice from. You could also be, instead of focusing too much on collaboration, you could be shining solo, and that is going to make you stand out in a huge way. And I think that you guys are really being called to share your wisdom with the world. There is something about you guys that's trying to tell me that you guys share your wisdom, share your inner guidance with other people through what you do, and it just reverberates out into the universe. We also do have an owl here. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transformation. So the owl is one of the wisest birds. The owl is very wise, very, very wise. Like, I don't even have to over explain this, because that's the quality of the owl, that they are very wise. I feel like this is kind of your spirit guides trying to tell you that the things that you are learning around your work or your purpose area, maybe you are realizing new things, you are having new epiphanies about what really works for you and what really doesn't work for you. Pay attention to it, because it carries huge wisdom. Sometimes certain experiences that we have, they can be a little confusing to us, but when we look at the wisdom they are trying to provide us, that is quite clear and simple. For example, you guys are trying to start your own business and you look up to a competitor or someone else who is doing the same thing in your area, similar thing, and you look up to them, but that only complicates things more for you. Or maybe you have collaborated with someone, but their approach or their intention towards what they are doing is very different from how you want to roll. So yeah, you will be marching at the beat of your own drum, but in this example, the lesson that you need to learn from it is that maybe you need to start believing in your own epiphanies. Your own epiphanies. You need to start believing in the fact that you may be here to create something completely new from what other people may have created or how they are shining, and you are here to shine in your own unique way. You don't have to be a carbon copy, or you don't have to stay mentally connected to someone because you think that you have to just do it. I think that you are here to create something really new and shine in a very new and unique and authentic manner. I think that you guys are really going to receive a lot of downloads or guidance from your spirit guides about this area of your life where they they intuitively guide you towards taking your next steps, and as you follow them you see magic unfold in this area of your life, meaning that you start to see more results of what you are putting action towards. There are three pentacles obviously because this is three of pentacles, but there are three coins here and there are three eggs here. This makes me think of how you will start to receive equal and very fair results or outcomes towards the efforts that you are putting. And there's also an encouraging message of keep going. Changes happen in your business or your purpose area. Shifts and changes are always happening, and especially if we are growing, changes always happen. We always find something new in which we can reinvent ourselves. But yeah, you will be reinventing yourself, and just keep going. Just shine your light. Just keep doing what you are doing and do it in your own unique manner. So now let's take a look at your spiritual journey, and for this we have fire. This card also showed up for the first group. Maybe you were drawn to the first pile as well. So it says fire with the number 10. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. And to clarify this, we actually have two tarot cards. The first one is the 9 of Pentacles, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have bowl, plenty of material things. Wow, this is a very very positive and beautiful energy, you guys. Your spirit guides really want you to let go of your past. There is something about the experiences of your past that really triggers you, that really ungrounds you, that really takes your focus off of the positive forward movement or the optimism of your future. It really takes your focus off of it, and it triggers you, and it just really brings you out of your alignment. They really want you to let it go. And I think that this goes really well with how here we were talking about the answers coming to you in silence, and they are very clear and simple, and how when you follow them it soothes you. So I think you really need to let go of the old stories, all the old contracts, or the old narratives of your past. Just let it go. Wow, this feels like a very cathartic experience. It literally feels like a release. And you know, another thing that you can do for this is you can actually write down the experiences or the situations you are ready to let go of. You can write them on a piece of paper, make a list, set your intentions, and then you can intentionally burn it in a ritualistic fire. Fire bowl rituals could really benefit you this month, specifically around situations that you need to let go. Embrace the renewal of the present. you need to start focusing on more on where you are right now and where you are going. I think that we see time in this way: past, present, and future. But I think that your spirit guides are kind of wanting you to let go of the past, and in your story only the present and the future should exist. This is a very specific and very, this is coming out very loudly. So yeah, I think that you guys are really going to, this will really help you to start believing in yourself more, to see yourself as this self-sufficient person that you are. And also, both these cards, the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, they are very positive, beautiful, glorious energy. I also see you guys experiencing some kind of celebration, or doing some kind of celebration this month. Look at how many roses there are on these cards. Yeah, I think that this goes really well with this man. There could be a specific person in your life, maybe a man. Your bond may become stronger with this person, and you really enjoy where you are right now and where you are going. This cat makes me think of, I don't know why, but it's, when I look at this cat, it's kind of bringing out Archangel Michael, because they're one of the most protective archangels, and they really help us to protect, cut the old cords, set boundaries, or reclaim ourselves and empower ourselves. I think that this angel could be working with you this month, or there could be spirit guides or beings around you that are actually looking out for you while you are just focusing on the present moment. You are focusing on the beauty of life and you are enjoying the present, and you are just doing what you need to do. This is trying to tell you that you guys are backed by the higher universe more than you know. You're backed by the universe more than you know, so stop doubting it. You are safe to enjoy this abundance, and this plenty of material things is a very clear message that abundance is going to come in your life, and you are going to receive the rewards just as we were talking about. You put energy and equal return or effort or outcome or pay back comes to you. I see a beautiful loving connection for you this month that really helps you stay focused towards what your heart truly wants. Important dates for you this month could be the 9th, 10th, 21st, and 23rd of July. And at the back of your tarot deck, we have 3 of Cups. This is again a very celebratory energy, and beneath it is the 2 of Cups, which does talk about a beautiful, loving, romantic relationship. I'm going to definitely claim this for you. Yeah, so there's definitely some kind of celebration, maybe an achievement or a beautiful time that you spend with a loved one, and you just focus on the good things in life, and there's so much positivity in your reality. Your reality is like refreshing. It's like a car wash. It's going through like a spring cleaning, and the brightness is going to be heightened, the abundance and the good things are going to be heightened in your life this month. And at the back of your oracle deck, we have be aware, be careful who you trust at this time. This card has been following around and coming around in so many readings. Yeah, so I think that you guys really be mindful of who you are putting your faith into this month. And at the back of your tea leaf fortune, we have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. This goes really well with how we were talking about you putting your energy into things and then receiving the outcome or the positive payback for it. And the dolphin is a very joyous card. I think you guys are really going to be very joyful and have a lot of fun. And oh my god, we also have dolphins here. We have so many dolphins here. The dolphins are very joyous, light-hearted, spirited energy. Yeah, you guys are really going to have a lot of fun this month. A lot of joy, laughter, celebration, eating, drinking, fun foods, which is represented here with this huge bowl of fruits here. Yeah, so overall your energy looks really good and blissful. I'm so excited for you guys for this coming month. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. These are all the messages that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you already haven't, press the like button and let me know in the comment section how you feel. And I'm just sending you so much love and supportive energy on your journey. I hope that you guys have an amazing month of July 2023. And you can also support me through the link in the description box below if this reading helped you. And I hope that you guys stay blessed. I will see you in the next video. Hello pile number 3. If you guys were drawn to the third card, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to see what's going to happen in your life in the month of July 2023. And we will take a look at different areas of your life such as love and relationships, career and finances, and your spiritual journey, and any other additional messages from your higher self to make the most out of this month. So as you can see, for your main energies, we have a few cards here, and we will begin by taking a look at what are going to be the main themes, what you need to know, and let's just dive right into your reading. So to begin, for your main theme this month, we have the crown chakra, and then your astrology cards say solar eclipse and waning crescent moon. And then we have authenticity, to act in a manner that is true to who I am, to be what I truly am, to be genuine, original, real, and true to myself, to express myself, to think and speak and act in alignment with my own unique essence and self, such as unique purpose and unique thoughts and unique feelings and unique desires and unique needs and a unique role within the world and greater universe. To be and act the opposite of fake, spurious, copied, or false. Wow, this is a very powerful message to start off your reading. Pile number 3, the first message I'm receiving for you is that this month your divine blueprint, your soul's unique essence is going to be unlocked. You are going to realize and awaken to your purpose, what you came here to experience, what you came here to do. And the crown chakra is the 7th chakra of the body. It's right on your crown, and it really talks about your spiritual essence, your connection to your higher self, and you receiving downloads or guidance from the spirit team, from the ethereal or higher realms. I think that this month you guys are going to discover a lot about what you truly want, that is in alignment with your soul's blueprint, because our soul's blueprint is unique. We are all a part of God or an aspect of God, but when we incarnate, our soul's blueprint is unique. Our blueprint can be something that can be described as our unique essence, what we came here to experience, and what is most in alignment with our soul self and the mission that we came here to experience on this planet, or that we came here to carry out. I think that that is going to be unlocked for you in some kind of way. I think that there could be some energy around feeling like you're starting your life anew, like there's a lot of uncertainty or unknown or uncontrollable things in your life, or just this feeling of the fact that you don't know the big picture or the entire picture of what your life is supposed to look like in the future. But I think that with this waning crescent moon, which is the phase of the moon after the full moon, I think that clarity is going to come your way. The solar eclipse is actually the amplified version of the new moon, which talks about new beginnings, starting from a blank canvas. And after the full moon, it feels like you are going to go from feeling uncertain to receiving some answers or solutions, or having some sort of a clarity that gives you a good sense of self. So it's like you are going to move from this space to receiving more clarity, to having some more revelations, to allow the answers to be revealed to you, and you're not gonna feel as uncertain or doubtful. I think that some of you guys are going to experience or receive some sort of an answer to a question that was lingering within you. For example, you had a doubt about whether you could make it or whether you could be successful in certain area of your life, and you were doubtful towards it. In the coming month, it's not like your doubts are not there at all, but you will start to see the solutions. You will start to realize what you truly want and create your life from a more authentic and unique soul self of yours. And I actually do want to read out a passage from the guidebook for this card if there are any other messages that you need to know. And it says, the crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the thousand-petaled lotus, or the receiver of the light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breathwork, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. And it's on the number 166. Also, I'm receiving the message for you guys with the crown chakra and the number 7, July being the 7th month of the year. It could also be that you guys are going to experience more of your spiritual self this month. So, for example, you could be encouraged to meditate more, or to experience sound healing that activates your third eye or that balances your chakras, or spend more time in deep healing and just searching into your soul. Those kinds of things, you may experience a heightened level of spiritual interests this month. This is really about exploring your inner world, going deep into your inner world, because the crown chakra is very ethereal. It has this ethereal energy. So don't be surprised if you feel like you are in your head, or you are just in this space where you are zoned out and you are very much feeling connected to the spirit world, to the spirit realm. That's what's coming through. I do want to pull a clarifier for your astrology cards to get some more insights. And we have the new moon again here, which is quite the energy that we received. And I also want to say that the new moon in the month of July falls on 17th or 18th of July, which is the new moon in Cancer, and that could be a significant time for you. In fact, the whole week from that point leading up to the full moon and the time after the full moon, waning crescent, which is the phase after the full moon, the entire week could be of significant importance. So now let's take a look at the other areas of your life. And can I just say that with the new moons coming up again and again, to clarify your reading, I feel that there's a new beginning ahead of you in your life, and this is not just a beginning that is about the month of July. This is like a huge beginning. This is like a huge chapter of your life that is opening up. It's like you're writing a new book, a new story of your life. You are starting afresh. There's a reinvention of you that is happening. So for your different areas, we have tarot cards and oracle cards, and we will take a look at different areas of your life one by one. So for your love and relationships, we have goals with the number 13. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. To clarify this, we have the moon, and we have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Wow, definitely this goes really well with the crown chakra. In fact, this card could be like the third eye chakra for this deck. It very much looks like the eye of Horus. I think that the first message I'm receiving for this area of your life is that you guys are going to receive what you expect in a relationship. For example, the example that's coming to my mind is if you want that in your relationship your partner respects your boundaries, so you go out and communicate that to them, and that turns out to be a success because they take it very well. They communicate as clearly as you. They also want to be conscious, and they honor your boundaries and you honor your boundaries, and that even strengthens the relationship, and that really goes well. With this moon, if there are certain things that you think need to be added to your relationships or your friendships, those things that you intuitively know, you just know that these things need to be incorporated in the relationship or the friendship, then that will be a success. You will receive what you are looking for in the relationships. And there's a lot of coins on this card, so it could be that you receive a present or financial support or financial gain that improves even your relationships. It's like when you are fed or you feel content in one area of your life, you also start to feel more relaxed, and as a result of that, you show up as a calmer version of yourself in other areas of your life also. So that's what's coming through. With this moon, the moon has been coming up a lot in the reading. In the pile number 2, we also had the moon card in the same relationships area. So the month of July, which is actually the Cancer season, and the Cancer is ruled by the moon, so I think that even collectively people will experience that their intuitive abilities are either heightened or they are being called to trust their intuition even more, because Cancer is one of the most psychic signs of the zodiac. The moon in the tarot card, it does talk about unconscious elements. So you could be called to face any unconscious insecurities, unconscious elements. And you know what I am actually noticing a lot is how in your astrology cards we have different phases of the moon. And on this card, all the phases of the moon are drawn. So it's like, I don't know, maybe you guys are also going to feel a little bit moody, a little bit like today you feel certain way and tomorrow you change your belief systems, tomorrow you change your mind. That could also be something that you're experiencing. And I think that is okay, that's normal, because the more you gain insight about your life, the more change can happen, the more growth can happen. But yeah, if you guys feel a little bit moody or certain unconscious elements, patterns, or realizations come to you, then don't be afraid to dive deep into them. And remember that when you dive deep into them and you intentionally and consciously choose to break those habits or patterns and those realizations that come to you because of this heightened psychic sense, those realizations, when you follow them and you value them, it's going to bring personal fulfillment not just to you but also in your relationships. I think that the moon is very much about our connection to ourselves, because it does represent our subconscious mind, and our relationships sometimes become a mirror of it. They become a mirror of it, and we are sometimes shown our own subconscious shadows through other people, especially the people who are closest to us. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with those people, it's just how the universe works. We are constantly learning about ourselves through our relationships. And if we allow ourselves to actually look in that mirror and be willing to do the shadow work, then I think that it really turns out in our favor. It makes us an alchemist so that we can rewire ourselves. We can no longer be a slave to our past. So now let's take a look at your work and your finances. And for this we have abundance. Wow, this is very positive. Lucky times are ahead of you along with good news, success and prosperity. I love how here we have goals with a lot of money, and here we have abundance. And you know what I'm noticing here is that for your relationships we have so many coins and goals, and for your work we have so many relationships and it says abundance. I feel like you guys are going to feel fulfilled and prosperous in not just your career or your purpose or the work that you do, but also in terms of relationships. And there is something about, maybe you receive abundance from other people and it makes you feel loved, or you share your wealth with others. There's an energy around that. And we have the Ace of Swords. Wow. And look at this, how we have the triple moon sign on this. I think that some visions or desires that you guys may have had in your heart, because the moon is all about our relationship to ourselves, our feminine side, our desires or our subconscious desires. I think that you are going to succeed. There's a certain victory that's going to come. And look at this, we have the crown. This represents the crown chakra. It's on the top of this sword, and it's like piercing through even the dimension that it is in, and it's going upwards. So I feel like you guys are definitely clearing some blockage when it comes to your work or your purpose area, and you're going to celebrate some achievements. You are going to receive abundance in a huge manner. And I think that this crown chakra appearing again and again here With this crown on this sword, it feels like your guides or your higher self trying to tell you that we always believed in you. We knew you would succeed. We knew you would win. We always believed in you, and that is what we have been trying to tell you for such a long time, that believe in yourself. Don't give energy to the uncertainty or the unclarity that you feel sometimes. Yeah, the crown chakra is very much about your connection to your ethereal team, your spirit team. Yeah, so I think that, and you know what? These people kind of make me think of how there is in this physical dimension you are experiencing success, and then these beings are like your spirit guides and they are kind of cheering for you from the ethers. Yeah, like that's really coming through. So for your tea leaf, we actually received 3. Like this has not happened in any other piles. So first we have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Yeah, and then we have inkpot, problems to be resolved. And then we have feathers, someone you know is undependable or unsincere. There are multiple messages coming through with these. The first one is pretty self explanatory, where it says compliments from an admirer, and we do have a lot of people cheering for you. So I feel like this month you guys may be experiencing, or you may receive a lot of appreciation for the work that you are doing, a lot of compliments, good comments, people encouraging you, motivating you, saying good things about you. And if there are, with this problems to be solved, I'm actually seeing like these two cards go together, because we have a feather here which can act as a quill, and we have this ink pot that is bleeding with a quill in it. So it will be revealed to you if someone is not for your highest good, if someone doesn't have good or highest intentions, or they are not conscious. I'm seeing that this month both the conscious and the unconscious element of relationships will be revealed, and this showing up in your work area kind of feels like if there is someone, for example a co-worker or like a client, anyone, it could be anyone, they are not having the highest intentions. It's like they have some conflicting emotions about you. It will be revealed to you, but that is only to make you aware of it, not that it will ride over the success that you are experiencing. I'm also saying that sometimes when we depend on other people, for example you have a certain responsibility or you need support in some area of your life, and you depend on someone who has wishy-washy intentions for that area, for example that situation, you have handed on the responsibility to that person, then that situation will not be handled well. So just be aware. So for example, a very very silly example is coming to my mind, because we do have a spilled ink pot here. For example, you're working in the kitchen and you are just a chef, and you are just making the food, and you have a glass of milk and you hand over to someone who is like your assistant or something, or they are, but when you turn over to give it to them, it slips from their hand and then the milk is spilled. So you relied on them, but they were not reliable. So before you try to put your faith into people, just tune into your intuition, into your psychic abilities about whether that person is actually reliable, whether you can actually rely on them, or even like other situations, like are those situations reliable, can you expect to put your trust into those situations. Just however it relates in your life, just be aware of this energy. There is some element around your higher self winning this month. There is something that your higher self may have been guiding you towards, that is actually a good thing, and that good thing is going to come true in some way. So now let's take a look at your spiritual journey, and for this we have plane with the number 26. Our journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Wow, this card is so beautiful. Can you look at how the tropical trees? Yeah, you could actually be traveling somewhere which has a lot of coconut trees, like a tropical area. And to clarify this, we have the Four of Swords, and also we have August, and then we have Gong, an exciting event. Okay, so I think that you guys will be going somewhere. I'm receiving that energy of going to a place that is very beautiful. Maybe it's a tropical area, as I said before, or it has a beautiful weather, a lot of sunshine, or a very calm, soothing weather. And you will go there to retreat yourself. You will go there to connect with your spiritual self even more, and it will rejuvenate you, it will help you rest, it will nourish you. And I think that this is actually going to prepare you for something positive that is coming your way. Yeah, this exciting event, it definitely feels like it's something positive, and I think that this is going to happen. This exciting event, definitely it could be in the month of July, because we do have that reading. It's about the month of July, but I think that this could also be something good that's coming your way in the month of August. So I've already shared this in a way where you could go to a trip and travel somewhere, and I think that we really sometimes underestimate the power of going to a new place and retreating there, because we think that we are going to be out of our comfort zone, or we don't know what to expect. But I think that this will really make you feel more content. And I don't know why, but I keep seeing like spiritual contentment for you guys in the coming month. You know what, sometimes when we are being prepared for something big, sometimes we are being slowed down by the higher universe, or we start to feel called to slow down, like my body needs more rest, I need to connect with my spiritual abilities, I need to meditate more. And that actually shifts our DNA, it actually helps us decompress. And what happens is that, say that there's a huge blessing or something coming your way that you would need to deal with in the month of August, and then your spirit is preparing you in advance for it. The plane, the other way I can interpret this is connecting with the higher plane. The plane is not on the ground, it's above many layers, above atmospheric layers of earth. And that makes me think of how the crown chakra is actually not inside the body, it's on the top of the crown. It's on the top of the crown, and it connects us to the higher plane. It connects us to the ethereal spiritual plane. So your connection with the higher plane is really going to be strong this month. It's going to be really strong, and I think that this Four of Swords is really your spirit guides asking you to slow down so that they can connect with you and they can give you these downloads. Oh my gosh, I love how this looks. You know why? It looks like, if you see it like this, it looks like this person is laying on the ground and they are facing the sky or the higher planes, and then information is coming down towards them because they have slowed down, because they are listening, because they are actually connecting to the spirit world. This is a very beautiful energy. Yeah, so something exciting, an exciting event, something to look forward to. in the month of July could also come to you. You know what? The Cancer sign is all about nurturing yourself. It's about emotional healing, it's about compassion, it's about practicing self care and slowing down. Like after the fast paced Gemini season, I think that it's very important to take your mental health so that you can recharge yourself. And other important dates this month for you could be 7th, 13th, 1st, and 26th of July. And also the 18th of July with this moon. At the back of your tarot deck, we have the 8 of Cups. I love this for you because just take a look here. She is literally looking up in the sky. It's like this atmospheric layer that I was talking about, which is a metaphor for our physical body and the spiritual planes, the higher dimensions. She's looking up to the higher dimensions. And 8 of Cups does talk about feeling uncertainty. Sometimes when we feel uncertain or confused and then we move on, I think that your spirit guides or your higher self's guidance is really going to help you get past this phase of not knowing, and it's going to ground you. And at the back of the astrology deck, we have Cancer, and we also have the Scorpio in the 12th house. I'm actually gonna take this one, the Cancer, because it was just at the back and we are going to be in the Cancer season. But Scorpio and with the 12th house, these are both water signs, Scorpio and Pisces. So you guys could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. At the back of your oracle deck, we have the Fool with the number 12. Have the courage to embrace change and take risks. I love this because it goes really well with the plane. So the Cancer is all about taking care of yourself, valuing your emotions, valuing how you feel. And you know what? We also have transformation here. And it says, reach out for the power and the strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Can you see like how this chain, this barrier is actually breaking, and this light seems like the light of God, like there's a divine intervention. And again, this scene is happening where there's like half water, half sky. I love how there are so many different cards that depict higher dimensional planes of existence. But yeah, this is talking about become the person you want to be. This is talking about being more of your authentic self, just how we were talking about in the beginning, being more of your authentic self and breaking the barriers. You are definitely breaking some sort of a barrier. You are actually, and you know what, there's a circle or a chain here that's being broken, the circle here, and the sword is piercing right out of it. You are definitely coming out of a phase or a chapter of your life, and this is especially happening in the career area. You are reaching towards the things that other people or even you thought you couldn't reach for, that you thought you couldn't accomplish. And if you have these doubts, then this is the clear-cut message that if you go for it, you are going to break those barriers. So pile number 3, these are all the messages that I have for you. I'm so excited for the coming month for you, and I'm sending you so much love and supportive energy. If you like this reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and let me know in the comment section how you feel. And you can also support me through the link in the description box below. I hope that you guys stay blessed on your journey and you have an amazing month, and I will see you in the next video.